Hello, I'm Declan Curry and welcome to this brand new business channel where we'll meet and talk to industry leaders about how they've successfully navigated the turbulent waters of recent times. This is Spotlight. The state of the UK's housing crisis has been reported widely, with the pressure to provide new homes increasing. Recent research conducted by Heriot-Watt University reveals England's total housing need backlog has reached 4 million homes. Homes that not only need to be built safely, sustainably and efficiently, but also in the areas and regions where they're needed, and they must be affordable too. It is a huge issue. Looking to play a leading role in the national conversation to help navigate a way forward is an organisation called United Living. Neil Armstrong is its chief executive, its chairman and its founder as well. Thank you for being with us. What is United Living? Tell me what you do.
So we provide essential services to critical UK infrastructure. So that be housing, and then infrastructure in terms of oil and gas, water and telecommunications. So the business, the group is split into three pillars. The United Living Homes business, we build 2,000 to 2,500 units per year. The United Living Property Services business maintains 500,000 to 600,000 affordable properties throughout the UK. And then our infrastructure business, it provides essential services to the critical assets of oil and gas, water and telecommunications.
And this is what, first-time buyers, social housing? Where do you straddle a number of different aspects of the housing market?
So predominantly we work work in the affordable housing space. So that's social landlords, but also now a new entrant to the market is the build-to-rent space. And that is, investors coming into the UK looking to invest in that sort of affordable housing rental market. So it's working with those partners, finding land, finding novel ways to build those properties.
And in terms of the housing crisis and the availability of housing, what's your role in that discussion?
So effectively, we're there to work with our partners, and those partners are social landlords, local authorities. So we work with them, we find the appropriate land, and then we help them through design, through value engineering, we help them to create the space and the living space for those, for the residents and for society. And it's not just about providing homes, it's about providing, good, healthy space to live where there's access to gyms, shopping, cafes, creches, etc. So it's about creating a living space.
Putting the spotlight on what makes your business different.
Yeah.
What do you do differently?
So I think we're a very innovative business. So we look at the crisis that we've got at the moment. If you think about, for example, the energy crisis that we acutely face at the moment, and we look at the source of energy. So obviously, predominantly we live in a fossil fuel world, sadly. So it's about transitioning from fossil fuels towards a more green heating source. So that could be solar, it could be air source, ground source, or it could be hydrogen. So that's the energy side. And then we look to the buildings in terms of their thermal performance and how do they, in terms of insulation, both roof, the walls, external, internal. So it's making those buildings perform at the utmost optimum level so that actually the amount of energy that they require is much less. So we're very much at the cutting edge of that in helping our clients and our partners devise better housing.
Tell me some other things that make you stand out.
We don't chase revenue. It really is about profit, and it's about profit for purpose. We feel that profit shouldn't be an ugly term. For us, it's about having the proceeds by which we can then invest back into society, which we do quite handsomely, but equally to our own people and into the business. So we invest heavily in processes and systems and very heavily in our people in terms of developing them, transitioning them through their careers.
And it's the quality of those people, it's your empowerment of those people that makes a difference?
We have a talent spotting system within the business where we look across the entire business, our businesses, trying to find the key talent within those. And then once you find them, what do you do with them? That's the big question. And of course, it's attracting them in, it's finding them when they're in the business, and then it's developing and transitioning them through the business.
In terms of how you run the business and the success you've achieved with it and what you've learned along the way, what's the advice that you would pass on, the best bit of advice that you would pass on to another business that wants to stay ahead of the game?
The one advice I would give other businesses is lean into your people. It's a huge pool of talent, of problem solving. And if you can set those people up in ways that you're able to access that information and filter it and then use it, then that can be hugely valuable. So I say to my people, and I try and adopt the same principle, is don't try and be the smartest person in the room. Make sure we employ and attract really bright individuals, and then use them, and reward them for the information they provide.
Neil Armstrong, thank you very much for being with us, and thank you for watching us on Spotlight.